How's it going? We're heading down to New South Wales, going on a hunting trip into a new property. Hopefully it eventuates something pretty good. It's meant to be heaps of goats, a few pigs, and even a few deer hanging around, so it's going to be pretty good, hopefully. Anyway, so I've been on the road for about 4 hours so far and just landed in a spot called Gundawindi, which is on the border of Queensland, New South Wales. So I thought I'd stop here and chill out for an hour or so and just had a feed and that, and just hanging out here on the McIntyre River. Nice spot, got all the parrots and the apostle birds and everything hanging around, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty nice spot. The as you can see, all the big red gums on the bank of the river, and in this river, like a lot of inland rivers, you can get like all your Murray cods and your spangled perch and all those sorts of good things for your yabbies and all that. Yeah, it's a nice spot, pretty good. Yeah, so I've got about another 3 hours drive to go to where we're meeting the property owner, and then it's about another 40-minute drive from there out to the actual property. We got Matty setting up his swag. He's got the Kings.
Aye.
Big Fat Boy Deluxe. Here's the yoke. Normally I've got my awning set out. Bam, swag rolled out. That's literally all I do is roll it out, done. You have a look in here. So I just keep my swag set up. So I've already got my pillow in there. It's already got my sleep mag. The whole works. So literally just roll it out and I'm fucking done. Then you just slide out the Waco, get me a beer. Cheers. Just come down near the creek here and all this like freshish pig rooting. Tracks everywhere and that. Coming under here, you see where they've been rooting around, and then they get right up in underneath the trees there, and that's where they will camp out, especially in the heat of the day. So there's definitely pigs around, so now we've just got to try and find a couple. So we just come down into the creek bottom. So I just thought I'd show you like the pig tracks here. So you've got the two toes at the front and there's dew claws at the back. So its hoof goes in like that, and then there's little claws in the back, so that makes those prints. And so that's only like two and a bit fingers wide, so that's probably about a pig about this big sort of thing. Once you get to like 3 fingers wide, that's a pretty decent pig, and if you get 4 fingers wide, that's a big fucker. So yeah, you know, and so it's going that way. And then we've got other tracks over here. And you can see, so the toes going like that, and then it flicks the sand like that. So it goes in, makes the sharp point, and then flicks out when it comes out. And you know it's going that way, that travel. And then you've got like little ones up here, little baby ones. So there's mum, young mum, and then babies. And these are from kangaroos. So that's from the kangaroo. Bouncing around. What do you reckon? Pretty good view or what? Some steep country here. It's crazy, but we're finding goat shit everywhere. So they love it up here. We've found a few spots where it's been fresh, super fresh. Like brand new flies on it, fresh sort of thing. So they're here. We just got to find them up in these mountains. Oh, it's only the first day hunting, so at least you found lots of signs so far. It's good. All right, cool. So we're at the top of the mountain, out the back of the property. Gonna cruise around at the top here. And as you see, like all along the all the ridges sort of thing, there's just little tiny goat presents everywhere. Just thousands of them. And We haven't found anything super fresh up here. Bits and bobs, but you can see, like, look down over the edge, so then you can see, like, on every little edge and all that, it's all like cleared out and everything. That's where all the goats hang out, all the way along everywhere. Pretty cool. They're a lot better than going up mountains than Maddie and I, that's for sure. Cheers. There he is. Sussing me. Oh, how you going, guys? I just tagged the goat, and like a rookie, I only had 3 arrows in the quiver and a blunt. And yeah, so I ended up down to the last arrow. Just had a spare broadhead in my backpack, so I quickly changed the blunt out, used the last arrow, tagged the goat. So we'll see how that goes. Sort of might have to hike back down to the valley and get another arrow and come up and finish her off. And then look at this guy. So there you go, empty quiver. Called this guy right in. Crazy. You come all the way into right there on the bloody ridge right there, which is all of 8 meters from me. He's standing about 15 at the moment. He'd make a pretty cool shaggy rug. And he's gone. So we went all the way back down to the valley, grabbed more arrows. And the goat I tagged is just down there, 40 meters out. Maybe out of the glass over there. Might already be dead, but I'm just going to sneak around here a bit, get a bit downwind, and then I'll come in and if I need to, do a finish off. Wish me luck. Fucking got pumped. It was sick, but holy shitballs. I got one straight through it again. Didn't even flinch. He was obviously in pain. I just put 2 more straight in the boiler. And look at that. There's one big tough son of a goat. That's crazy. How he's going? Well, as you'll see in the video on that, I tagged this fella a little bit low. Yeah, he wasn't feeling too good, So I'd actually run out of arrows. I only had a few arrows in my quiver, which is just crazy. I did a few like long shots, which I shouldn't have done. Like, here's what it is. But then, anyway, I was down to it. I just had a blunt. Not even joking. Big massive shout out to Dave Pender. He gave me a broadhead that we stick in the mouths and take photos with, the Outback Supreme broadheads. And anyway, he gave me one of them, and it's actually got a little bit of arrow shaft and everything on it. So I was down to my last arrow. So I'm not even joking. Here's my teeth. Undid the head, but turned out it was actually the insert that came out of the bloody carbon arrow, like on the little one sort of thing. And then I ended up grabbing my knife, and I got aluminium arrows, so just made a few circles with my knife, kept going round and round and round and round and round, chucked it in a rock, snapped it off, put the insert and broadhead in, rammed it in, plenty good enough, quick strop. It was plenty sharp enough, because this guy was just down there, and then I come down, tagged him, but just hit him a little bit low. I probably should have just kept going in a bit closer to him, because they were sort of bedding up. And so anyway, I tagged him low, and then he was hurting. So then I was like, fuck, I'm out of arrows. This is, what a silly Billy. What an idiot. So then I had to hike all the way back down into the valley. Seen Matty, I'm like, dude, you got to get up there. There's bulk goats everywhere. Let's go. Loaded up the quiver again. Headed back up, and yeah, he was in the exact same spot. And I actually thought he'd already died. And as I got snuck in real close, seeing his ears flicking and everything still, so and I put one straight through, went straight through him. He hardly even moved, and I was like, man, he must be hurting. So I'm like, I may as well just put a few more arrows in him just to finish him off as fast as possible. And I put one straight into here, right behind the shoulder, and it hit the offside shoulder, and then he sort of got up and everything. And then I hit him again right through the front there, and went straight through the boiler room. And then he actually ran, and I was like, oh no. And he's come over the top up here, crashed all down, and this is where he ended up. So we've got our work cut out. We've got to do the job on the side of the mountain here, chuck them all in the game bags, and then we're going to hike back with stuff. We're not going to go back down the same way. We're going to go right around, down through the valley. It's just going to be a nicer walk with a bit of extra weight on my back. So yeah, it's bloody awesome. Turned out to be a good property and all that. And the fella has offered for us to come back. It's pretty awesome for Matty and I. All down the creeks and everything down there. It's just pig central. It's unbelievable. So I reckon next trip we'll come down when it's a bit drier, and there's a good chance we'll be tagging a few good pigs too. So anyway, so thanks for that. Thanks Matty, and thanks Dave Pender for a little sideways present. It worked out well. Got me my first big goat, so freaking awesome. Thank you.